the Mets always involved with like some cute little thing? Like now it's Grimace. We had Edwin Diaz's song. I feel like there's always a cute thing.
Isn't that baseball?
Is it all baseball? Because in recent years, I feel like it's always the Mets.
There's always something. There was the whole parrot, you remember, back in, what was that, 2014? There's always something that you look at. In 69, there was the black cat that walked in front of the dugout of the Chicago Cubs and Leo DeRocha in that series. There's always something. I think it's a baseball thing. I don't think it's a Met thing.
So it's not more Met heavy than anyone else.
I'm trying to think of another example. Anthony, you're a Yankee fan. Are there Yankee examples of things that they kind of attach themselves to?
Remember the eagle or the hawk that lived on top of the foul pole?
Yeah.
The squirrel that ran across that ran across the right field seats like 2 or 3 years ago, and they called it the rally squirrel.
Oh yeah, that was it for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a long thing, but this Grimace thing.
Well, by the way, this could last.
Could go undefeated. We have no idea what's going to happen.
Well, listen, they're 6-0.
6-0.
What any thought that Grimace is related to Alvarez in some way?
Well, that's
I don't
the real
believe so.
reason. But that's not as much fun. I mean, Alvarez, 17-1 in the last 18 games he's caught. That's the amazing thing.
The amazing thing is I said to Anthony said Alvarez almost has the Anunoby effect on the Mets. Mm-hmm. And I said, shut up, Fauci, idiot. I said, that's not true. It's different. Baseball and basketball is different because basketball chemistry can be that affected by one player of the 5 playing, Don. Baseball is not the same thing. And then he pulled out the ERA stats of Alvarez catching versus everyone else. Don, it's more than 2 runs better.
Yeah, no, it is.
I've never heard.
And if you remember when he got called up at the end of the 22 season, it was for his bat.
I remember.
They said he's not ready to catch.
Oh, I remember.
And now fast forward 2 years later, and he's like an elite defensive catcher. Pretty crazy stuff. Now, Anthony Greek texted me.
Oh, wow.
It offended me.
Okay.
As a Met fan. Because he texted me, who let the dogs out? No. Who let the dogs out? And I love Steve Phillips. I consider him a friend. That was an ignorant decision to have the Baja men perform at the World Series on the dugout. Disgraceful decision.
Horrible.
I mean, really, it bordered on ignorance. Like, we need a mental health check on him to make that kind of a decision. What really drove the Mets was a song, and this is cool. Like, I'm sorry, you can like Who Let the Dogs Out. Baja Men, not cool. You know what's cool? The Doors are cool. L.A. Woman, Mojo Rising. That's what spurred the Mets on. That was the whole Bobby Valentine thing, not the Baja Men. The Baja Men was one of the most ignorant decisions in the history of baseball. The Mets are in the World Series performing on top of the dugout, the Baja Men. Do you know how long that song was relevant? Like 5 minutes. Like after midway through the second listening of that song, you're like, this is dead.
No, you knew this is embarrassing in the moment.
But
usually a song, like You Can't Touch This or whatever, you can't tell in the moment. But Who Let the Dogs Out? You knew in the moment, this is bad.
Who Let the Dogs Out?
Woo!
Makes the Macarena sound like Bridge Over Troubled Water. And the Macarena, let's face it, not good.
No, the Macarena makes The Sign by Ace of Base sound like Human Nature.
I saw the sign.
No, it's
that. You know what? That's a great song compared to.
Oh no, a totally different.
That's another good top 5. Just like top 5, like really just bad hit songs.
Awful. Oh, you mean one-hit wonders? Awful one-hit.
Well, no, there's one-hit wonder. Well, it's got to be an awful one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
because there's good on one-hit wonders.
No, and there's actually songs that are awful by popular artists too that aren't one-hit wonders.
But the Macarena's there. Who Let the Dogs Out?
They're right there. They're brother and sister. They're best friends. There's another one. What's not Who Let the Dogs Out?
How about Livin' La Vida Loca?
Oh, whoop! There it is.
Oh well. That had some traction.
Well, no, it lasted. It still kind of lasted now, but it's bad.
What about Livin' La Vida Loca? It was big for a while. Not good.
No, but it's not in that category.
Really?
No, it's not. Don, it's Let It Be compared to the songs you just mentioned.
Who Let the Dogs Out?
Woo!
Makes the Macarena sound like Bridge Over Troubled Water.
All right, we take a quick break, and when we come back, you asked for it, you got it. That's right. It's a Don LaGreca Daily Don.